When they say time is gold, they couldn't be more wrong, because sometimes the device telling the time cost even more than that. Record-breaking timepieces with superior craftsmanship or set by colorful diamonds. Together, let's discover some of the world's most expensive watches. Welcome to Luxury by Design. But before anything else, please take a second to hit that like button, as that helps us out a lot. Subscribe with the notification bell for more luxurious videos, just like this one. Without further ado, let's start off with number 10, Hublot Big Bang, $5 million. We're starting this list with a big bang. Literally, this artwork of a watch has been described as their most precious timepiece yet. So what makes it so precious? For starters, the whole watch is encrusted with a total of 1,282 step-cut diamonds. 302 are in its 44-diameter white gold case. 179 are in its white gold dial. 782 are more set in its bracelets, with an additional 6 emerald-cut diamonds, and the last 13 are in its 18-karat white gold crown. The whole piece has more than 100 carats, and all diamonds are of grade A VVS clarity. Each jewel was carefully selected, modified, and cut to perfectly fit the watch. After a year of handpicking the largest stones, Hublot partnered with Geneva's Atelier Bunter to create the Big Bang. It took the entire team 14 months to complete it. Number 9. Vacheron Constantine, $57,260, $8 million. Regarded as the most complicated watch in the world, the Vacheron Constantine, or known as VC, is a true monster of clockwork mechanism that took 8 years to finish. To give you a quick run-through, an article on Houdinki summarizes its features as having a total of 57 complications, 2,826 individual components, 242 jewels, and weighing an overall 957 grams. The masterpiece has a whopping 10 patents and 85 prototypes, crafted by a team of 31 people for one private client. The complex design is framed by perfectly proportioned lines of a white gold case. Number 8. Patek Philippe 1518, $11.1 million. No, I'm not kidding when I say this watch is an important part of history, as it represents the golden age of watchmaking. The 1518 model was first released in 1941, and it was the first ever perpetual calendar chronograph. For those who aren't familiar with watchmaking terms, a perpetual calendar is a calendar mechanism in watches that displays the correct date and year cycle perpetually, or without end, taking into account the leap years and varying lengths of the month. Now, a perpetual calendar chronograph is a step up as it measures the intervals of time at 8 or 6 of a second, right through the 4th years of the leap year cycle. So yeah, the 1518 model was the very first of its kind, and was sold at an auction for more than $11 million, the most expensive price at that time. Today, this watch is one of the most wanted and collectible watches in the world. Number 7. Paul Newman's Rolex Daytona, $17.8 million. Our next item broke the previous record for the highest price ever achieved for a wristwatch at auction. According to a Forbes article, acquiring this watch is every watch collector's dream. For those who don't know him, Paul Newman was a film director, a prominent race car driver, and a highly awarded actor. The Daytona was a gift he received from his wife, actress Joanne Woodward, with the engravings "Drive carefully, me at the back." As such, this timepiece had fans extended beyond the watch community, from people who love sports and cars to collectors of American memorabilia. After 12 minutes of bidding at an auction in 2017, the 1968 Rolex Daytona was sold for a record-breaking final price of $17.8 million. Number 6. Jacob & Co. Billionaire Watch, $18 million. Despite its tackiness, Jacob & Co. really did a good job naming this watch, because with that price tag, only billionaires, or at least multi-millionaires like Floyd Mayweather Jr. can afford it. This timepiece, or better yet jewelry piece, is described to be the ultimate testament of the company's superb horology and gem-setting abilities. According to the company, it was created to be a dazzling representation of the courageous and rebellious Jacob & Co. spirit. The stunning piece of jewelry comes with a rectangular case made of 18-karat white gold and overall includes 239 emerald-cut diamonds and a total of 260 carats. Dazzling was really the right word to describe it. So far, there is only one of its kind. Number 5. Patek Philippe Super Complication, $24 million. With this baby's price, you think you're already near the top of the list, but we're just halfway through it. The rare pocket watch was created in 1933 by Patek Philippe, commissioned by banker Henry Graves Jr. The watch features 24 complications, including a sunrise and sunset times, a perpetual calendar, and a celestial calendar from Graves' apartment in New York City, making it one of the most complicated pocket watches in the world. This 18-karat gold timepiece took 5 long years to finish. Number 4. Chopard 201-karat watch, $25 million. A first glance at this timepiece, and you definitely say, "Oh, there's a watch in my diamonds." And that's not stretching it. This multi-million-dollar wristwatch consists of 874 high-grade diamonds, totaling 201 carats. What's more, these diamonds are multicolor and cut in unusual fancy shapes. At the center lies 3 prominent heart-shaped diamonds in colors pink, blue, and D-color. Meanwhile, the bracelet is covered with numerous pear-shaped D-color flawless diamonds. If the dazzle isn't enough for you, another cool feature of this art piece is its spring-loaded mechanism. Once you press the 3 heart-shaped centerpieces, they open up to reveal the pave-set watch face underneath, to remind you that yes, it does also tell time. This creation by Chopard certainly brings a whole new meaning to luxury watches. Number 3. Breguet No. 160, $30 million. This $30 million wristwatch was supposedly commissioned for Marie Antoinette by one of her lovers. If you don't know her, Marie Antoinette was the last queen of France before the beginning of the French Revolution. Abraham Louis Breguet began working on the original version of this watch in 1782, which was continued by his son. However, the queen was already executed before its completion in 1827. The watch included every known complication at the time, which surprisingly includes a thermometer, chime, and a perpetual calendar. The watch was on display at the LA Mayer Museum in Jerusalem until it was stolen in 1983. Fortunately, the historic timepiece was eventually recovered and is still on display at the museum today. Number 2. Graff Diamonds, The Fascination, $40 million. These watchmakers really know how to name their creations appropriately, because this eye-watering $40 million wristwatch is nothing but fascination. If you're a watch lover, you'd know that Graff Diamonds have a reputation for producing the most luxurious jewelry items in the world, and the Fascination is one of the testaments to that. This masterpiece of jewelry is genius, that it has a detachable part that becomes a ring. The overall build consists of 152.96 carats of white diamonds, with a center pear-shaped rare stone that's 38.813 carat D-flawless diamond. This exquisite rare stone, polished and fancy cut by Graff in their workshops, is the part that can be taken out and worn as a ring. Hey, if you're willing to pay $40 million for a watch, it's only fair to get more, right? Number 1. Graff Diamonds Hallucination, $55 million. Diamonds. Diamonds of all colors and sizes have gathered to create this unprecedented timepiece. Its kaleidoscope of colors includes diamonds with hues of fancy intense pink, fancy vivid yellow, fancy intense blue, fancy green, and so many more. All diamonds were in a wide array of cuts, from pear, emerald, to heart, round, and a combination of those. At the center is a teeny tiny quartz style framed by pink diamonds. This one-of-a-kind diamond piece really became the it girl when it was first displayed in the 2014 Basso World Watch and Jewelry Show, and with its eye-watering price of $55 million, it continues to be the it girl, as it holds the record of the most expensive watch in the world. So what do you think of the 10 most expensive watches in the world? Let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. And if you're new to Luxury by Design, hit that like button. Subscribe with the notification bell to get more luxurious videos just like this one. Until next time.